Marvel just handed Ryan Reynolds the biggest stage in pop culture, and he used it to humiliate himself in real time. Because here's the thing nobody's saying out loud. Robert Downey Jr. did not want him there. You can feel it in every frame. This wasn't a cameo, this was a man crashing his own franchise's party, uninvited, desperate for a seat at a table Marvel was actively pulling away from him. And what happens next? He grabs a mic, drops a name, and walks straight into the most awkward moment of his career.
I've seen multiple clips. He got way more applause. Gosling destroyed Reynolds, and I'm so here for that.
He calls himself Ricky. One name, like Cher, like Madonna, except nobody asked for this bit. Underneath the mask, in someone else's costume, Ryan Reynolds is doing what he always does, turning the spotlight back onto himself, mid-panel, mid-someone else moment. And now he's about to turn to Paul Rudd, the one guy on that stage who might actually play along for a joke that's going to backfire spectacularly.
So while I think that this was a planned appearance on Ryan Reynolds' part, I don't think that they planned, like Marvel planned, on Paul Rudd roasting Ryan Reynolds in front of 6,000 people.
Wait, Wrexham Football Club? That's not a Marvel joke. That's Ryan's own business, disguised as a bit, smuggled into someone else's presentation. Think about that. Marvel gathered its biggest stars to talk about the future of this franchise, and Ryan turned it into a commercial break for his soccer club. It's shameless. And it's about to get so much worse, because next he's going to ask the one question everybody's been dying to hear the answer to. When does filming actually start?
I don't think Robert Downey Jr. liked him that much either. I didn't get a good vibe that they were jiving.
I mean, there have been rumors. I don't know if they're true, but there have been rumors.
He keeps pushing. Additional photography? Overages? Hot costs? He's practically begging on a live mic for any scrap of confirmation that he's actually in this movie. And the Russo brothers? Nothing. No nod. No wink. No acknowledgement at all. Just silence, the kind of silence that speaks louder than any headline could. Ryan's about to drop that mic like he won something. He didn't.
Yeah, of course, Ryan is using his most beloved character to try and distract people from what's really happening here, and to also make people forget what he actually said and did behind the scenes.
Nobody on that stage knew what to do with him. You can see it, the cast just standing there, waiting for this to be over. And then there's the costume itself. Gray denim, jean pool. A joke that sounds like it was invented in a conference room at 4 p.m. on a Friday by a marketing team too tired to admit it wasn't funny. This is the biggest convention in pop culture, and this is the bit they landed on.
He couldn't resist, you know what I mean? Like, he needed the attention, but he knew if he walked the floor, he would get hounded, but he might also get accosted or yelled at, is what the reality is. He's got to be very careful with these appearances.
So now he's wandering the convention floor, mask still on, still jean pool. Posting about meeting fans in costume like this is some spontaneous, feel-good moment. It's not. It's staged. It's stiff. And worst of all, it's boring. The mask never comes off. Not once. Because the second it does, this stops being a bit and starts being just Ryan Reynolds, standing in a crowd that Marvel didn't put him on stage in front of.
Happy Hogan? Fetch the Audi. We're leaving.
Here's the deeper problem. Remember when that Deadpool test footage leaked years ago and the internet actually lost its mind? That was real. That was organic. Fans discovering something they weren't supposed to see yet. What happened at Comic-Con is the opposite, a manufactured recreation of that magic, engineered in real time, and everyone in that room could feel the difference. You cannot force a viral moment. You cannot drop a mic and will the internet into loving you again.
Where is Thor?
Yes.
And why is Thor crying?
Why was he crying?
He's a Wrexham fan?
Yes.
And here's where it gets brutal. While Ryan is standing in the crowd, begging for scraps of confirmation, Marvel had zero problem announcing someone else entirely. Ryan Gosling, a brand new Ghost Rider movie, directed by Sean Levy, Ryan Reynolds' own longtime collaborator, the guy who made Free Guy with him. Watch what happens the second Gosling's name hits that screen.
I'm not wearing the Doom mask over this mask because I didn't want to ruin the lines of my Canadian tuxedo. My name is Ricky. That's a mononym like Cher or Madonna. And I'm just cosplaying hard right now.
Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, because this stunt didn't happen in a vacuum. Blake Lively is losing movie roles right now over her legal battle with Justin Baldoni, the lawsuit, the countersuit, the leaked texts, all of it dominating headlines for months. The theory? This entire Comic-Con appearance was designed to bury those stories under a wave of Ryan is back and funny headlines. Generate noise. Push the lawsuit down the search results. Make people forget.
As much as I think this was probably like a planned appearance by Ryan Reynolds, I'm not sure how much the actors knew that he was going to be asking them things and like doing this. So this felt like if Ryan had to pick anyone out of that line to kind of do a little back and forth with, Paul probably would have been the best one to do it.
Except it didn't work. Comments disabled on Instagram before it even posted, which tells you Ryan's own team knew exactly how this was going to land. And it landed badly. Does he think we forgot? Not a fan anymore. Give Justin Baldoni a role. The backlash was instant, and the press pickup was thin, a couple of publicity-driven headlines, while every real outlet focused on the actual cast announcements. The damage control play backfired in real time.
I saw that you had your hand up, maybe?
Yeah. Can we get him a microphone? Can we get a microphone?
Oh, I have one.
Here's the most damning part of the entire weekend. What Marvel didn't say. No Deadpool 4. No Avengers. Doomsday confirmation. No official acknowledgement that this character has any place in what's coming next. Just silence followed immediately by a Ghost Rider announcement that made the whole thing look even worse for Ryan. If he was actually part the plan, this was the moment to prove it. Marvel had the platform. They chose not to use it.
It's wild that the negativity that he's receiving, again, because his comments were turned off, all that stuff is so toxic for him and what he's doing. He can't just go out there and enjoy it anymore. He had to wear a mask. He walked the floor, which he did.
And Marvel wasn't shy that weekend announcements were flying left and right. Kevin Feige laying out the franchise's entire future in real time. Every name got its moment except his. The one actor who stood in that audience, cracking jokes, fishing for any sign he still mattered got nothing. Marvel doesn't do that by accident. This studio lives for viral casting reveals. The fact that they deliberately gave Ryan nothing tells you something happened behind the scenes, and it isn't good for him.
I think that he was there to do an audience test, to do a temperature check of what's going on in the room here. Like, how are the fans perceiving Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool? Because we know that he made that announcement, last week randomly, and Marvel didn't offer up any comment. They made sure to say there's no director or producers attached to that kind of project.
The most likely explanation? Marvel is quietly putting distance between itself and the Reynolds Lively controversy. Maybe Deadpool genuinely doesn't fit the story they're building for Doomsday. Either way, think about what Ryan actually wanted from this appearance to prove he still mattered, that Deadpool still had a seat at the table, that he was still one of the biggest stars on the planet. Instead, the opposite happened. He didn't look powerful. He looked like a man who wasn't sure he still belonged in the room.
So there's no additional photography, no overages, hot costs, maybe last-minute additions.
We keep making the movie until they pry it out of our hands.
This is the part that really stings. When people watched that mic drop back, they didn't see a confident star teasing a secret role. They saw someone publicly campaigning to be included in a franchise that had already moved on without him, asking about reshoots, asking about last-minute additions. That is not how someone behaves when they feel secure. That's how someone behaves when they can feel their options quietly disappearing.
Is this really happening? As you know, this is a character I've wanted to play for a very long time. So, Kevin, Josh Harwitz, Paul H., thank you.
And then Ryan Gosling walks out properly introduced, formally welcomed, presented as Marvel's actual future. No crashing a panel. No begging for a microphone. No cosplay stunt. Just a real announcement, met with real, thunderous excitement from thousands of fans who didn't need convincing. The gap between these two moments, happening at the exact same event, could not have been more obvious.
We've got, this feels like he's begging for a role. Does he think we forgot? I was such a huge Deadpool fan, not anymore. Give Justin Baldoni a role. This will teach the world a valuable lesson about the story of David and Goliath.
Watch the difference in the room. Gosling's reveal spread across the internet within seconds, fresh, surprising, the kind of news that reminds people why Comic-Con still matters. Ryan's moment? A confused audience, an awkward mic drop, and silence from the one studio whose approval he was chasing. One man walked away as Marvel's next big thing. The other walked away trying to attach himself to somebody else's spotlight.
Like, a lot of celebrities have done this before. It's not like he came up with it, even though Maximum Effort put together this promo. Again, it just shows how he's in trouble. He is in trouble. Like, I do think he still can probably do well with a Deadpool movie. Sadly, I wish he could take accountability first.
Here's the detail that makes this truly personal. Sean Levy, the director who's worked with Ryan Reynolds for years, who made Free Guy with him, who helped build his entire post-Deadpool career, just built Marvel's next big project with a completely different Ryan. Nobody owed Ryan Reynolds anything. But watching your own longtime creative partner move on to Marvel's next chapter, without you, in front of the entire fandom, that's not just bad optics. That's a signal.
Sean Levy has been making all these movies with Ryan Reynolds, including Deadpool Wolverine. So it's kind of amazing to see Sean Levy just did a Star Wars movie, not with Ryan Reynolds, but with Ryan Gosling. And now they're immediately jumping into a Marvel movie as well.
So what was this appearance actually supposed to do? Flood the internet with good headlines. Bury the lawsuit. Remind everyone why Ryan Reynolds still matters. Instead, it did the exact opposite. It raised more questions, exposed how desperate he looked, and left Marvel silence as the only real answer anyone got that weekend. The studio had the platform, the audience, and the perfect opportunity to confirm him. They didn't take it. And that tells you everything you need to know about where Ryan Reynolds actually stands right now.